Hi, welcome to 8 Boss Tarot. We're going to be doing a read from all the way from Aries to Pisces. We're going to be doing any financial changes within this month or any expected income, unexpected income, or any increase in income or any decrease, anything that you should be looking out for as far as income or career opportunities. So I'll be doing each sign individually. It'll be just a quick little brief read for each sign, but what you should be looking out for this month financially. So let's get started. Before I do start though, if you do not resonate with my reads, be sure to just continue to watch so that you can I can be able to pick up more of your energy if you're interacting with my videos. And it'll be easier for me to pick up more so that you would be able to resonate more. But yeah, so let's get started. So Aries, what can you tell me for Aries? Anything financially they need to look out this month financially? What does Aries need to look out for this month? Financially, what does Aries need to look out for this month? Okay, if you came out today. So Aries, I'm getting that maybe you've had a recent job change, or you're probably settling into whatever job you have right now and trying to find peace in a certain job that you're in. And you're pretty much just making the best of it is what I'm getting. And this is kind of like your happy place. I don't know if you probably had some issues with this, or if this is a new workplace for you and you weren't really adjusting too well. I see you adjusting perfectly this month. So continue doing your hard work and putting your effort towards this, because I see that it'll be worth everything that you're putting into. Taurus, what can you tell me for Taurus financially? What should they be looking out for this month financially? What can we tell for Taurus? Taurus, you need to be very, very careful this month. I see possibly, you letting go of something. Um, this is possibly a time for you not to make such hasty decisions, or how do you say, just quick decision making. Maybe think a little bit more before you do something out of anger. And I do see you leaving a job though, leaving a job behind. And you will be in a financial bind sooner or later this month, possibly. Hopefully not, hopefully this doesn't resonate to anybody. But yeah, just be but if you do find yourself relating to this, resonating, just be very careful of your actions, and kind of hold your emotions. Don't let them fly off the handle or anything, because I do see a change, but not in a positive effect happening. As far as like I see conflict happening in the workplace, or you possibly quitting a job, but not for the better. I feel like if you do quit something, you will be unemployed for a little while. So yeah, Taurus, just be very, very careful of that, okay? Gemini, what can you tell me for Gemini? Financially, what should they be looking out for this month for Gemini? What should the Gemini be looking out for this month financially? What can you tell me for Gemini? So Gemini, I see that you have like this idea, or this proposition you have, whether it's a business idea, whether if it's a move that you want to do, something financially within the workplace or for yourself that that's going to help you make this money that you want. I see you definitely holding yourself back and not trusting yourself. And I want to say you definitely need to trust yourself, because I see that you're not trusting yourself. And let's see if this will work if you do put this trust into yourself. But I see you definitely holding back and not going full force with whatever this idea that you may have. Yeah, so let's see if you should go forward with this idea that you have. Should Gemini go forward with this idea they have for money? Should Gemini go forward with this idea they have for money? So, you know how they say like your worst enemy is yourself? I feel like you're doubting yourself so much that you're going to end up causing this failure for yourself. So I want to say just get out of this mindset. Like, definitely manifestations and all of that shit is real. It is real. It is very, very real. And that stuff is it's like a cause and effect for you, for us, for all of us in our lives. So if you have this negative energy that you're reflecting off of yourself, that's exactly what's going to happen in the 3D world. So, I feel like you're at a very low vibrational state right now with this idea or with this situation that you want to move with. And, I need you to get out of that, because once you get out of that, you'll definitely prosper with whatever it is that you're trying to do. So, what can you tell me for Cancer? Cancer, what can you tell me for the Cancers financially? What could Cancer financially look out for this month? Cancer, I feel like you are stressing yourself out about financial things. Maybe, you're struggling right now, but I do see you stressing yourself out. Let's see if there's anything that you should be looking out for, if there's going to be any ups for this. Yeah, I do see you having a little bit of a struggle, and it's kind of eating away at your mental right now. Does Cancer have anything to look forward for this month financially? Oh yeah, Cancer, it's gonna be okay. You'll be okay. Definitely, if you are going through a state of just like a mental breakdown, or just, overthinking things too much, anxiety attacks, it's going to be just fine. Stop worrying, Cancer. Just definitely stop worrying. This is going to do a whole 360 later on this month, or maybe even sooner than that. But definitely, I see a big 360 happening for you. So just don't even worry about it. Definitely don't even worry about it, because I do see a lot of options for you happening as far as financial decisions. So don't even worry about it, Cancer. Leo. We got Leo next. What can you tell me for Leo financially? What should they be looking out for this month for Leo? Leo, I see you making some definitely boss moves. Definitely boss moves. If you are en route of something that you're doing on your own, or if you're, I don't know, if you're maybe have like an inheritance coming. But yeah, I see you just definitely doing boss moves this month. Leo definitely gives me boss moves, or you may even be promoting if you are in some place of that. But I definitely see an increase of something that you're in right now, Leo. So that's wonderful. We love to hear that. We love an increase. Virgo, what can you tell me for Virgo? Financially, what should the Virgo be looking out for this month? What should the Virgo be looking out for this month financially? Virgo, I see you definitely clinging on to what you have this month. Definitely, you might be a little tight in a budget maybe, but I definitely see you clinging on to your little finances that you have this month. So let's see, do you have anything coming in for you? Anything extravagant you have coming in? Let's see. What else? What should the Virgo be expecting? Would the Virgo be expecting anything? Oh, okay. So, Virgo, I feel like your attitude and just how you present yourself, it's very, very important. And I feel like if you are not presenting yourself in a certain way, you will be missing out on an opportunity. Or if you haven't already, if you know exactly what I'm talking about, then it has a lot to do with the way you present yourself. So definitely it's like, a state of mind, a state of being. So if you're acting broke, then you're gonna be broke, right? So that's kind of just what I'm getting right now. But if you do have an opportunity, or you have if you're aware of something that you could have an opportunity, I see you possibly missing it because of the way you carry yourself. But I'm telling you now to fix it so that you don't miss this opportunity. Yeah, so just be very, very careful of that. Libra, what can the Libra be looking for this month for financially? What can we tell for the Libra financially? What should they know for this month financially? I see that you do a lot of heavy shopping, but I do see passive income. So I think regardless of what I say here, I think it's going to be a continued cycle with you. But, I see, just, a lot of reckless spending. So if you are wanting to save for better things, I say definitely, just keep the money a little closer to you than what you have it now, because I feel like you spend freely. You spend definitely very freely. And, but, I also just see that, you definitely you're in no position of like, oh, well, I need this, I need that, I'm struggling here. So, there's really nothing that you need to worry about. So, who am I to say you need to save for what, right? But yeah, Libra, I feel like you're doing just fine. You'll be just fine this month. If you are worrying about something, you have nothing to worry about, because it just comes back to you regardless. So, yeah. Scorpio, what can you tell me for the Scorpio financially? What should they be looking out for this month financially? The Scorpios, what can you tell me they should be looking for this month financially? So I see just definitely money coming in. And if you are worried about anything, no need to worry. What else can you tell me financially for Scorpio? Financially for Scorpio, what else can you tell me? Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. With your strong faith, with whatever worry or anxiety that you get from, I guess, the lack of, whatever it is you could be worried about, I definitely see you coming out of that and celebrating this new success that you will be receiving this month. I definitely see it's going to be a good month for us Scorpios. So that's wonderful. I love to hear that. But yeah, don't worry. Sagittarius. What can you tell me for the Sagittarius? What should Sagittarius be looking for this month financially? What can we tell them financially for the Sagittarius? So Sagittarius, I see definitely maybe you have an opportunity to make some money, or maybe a new job opportunity. you know, you have this opportunity, but I feel like you're not gonna hold to it, or you're gonna let something get into the way of this. And you know, you have a lot of, you know, I feel like you're gonna get in the way, you're gonna let this get in the way because you feel like whatever you have put away, whatever you have saved, is going to be enough for you to last for whatever it is that you're trying to do right now. Because you're going to be presented an opportunity, if you haven't already, you're going to be like, oh, okay, well, I get to go have fun because I got this put away, and, you know, I get to go do this and do all this or whatever. But, yeah, I don't think that's a really smart idea for you to be doing, you know, in any case, but in your case specifically, it's just definitely not something you should be doing right now. So if you're resonating to this, definitely just be aware, and don't, you know, remember that you do have to work, or, you know, whatever it is that you do. Definitely don't put your fun time ahead of what is important, or what is being able to support this, you know, little extra fun that you like to do, because I feel like that will be getting into the way of you this month. And I feel mostly that you're going to be depending on this, whatever it is that you feel like you have saved, or will be enough, because I feel like it won't be. So just be aware of that, Sagittarius. Capricorn, what can you tell me for my Capricorns? My hustlers, the Capricorns. What can you tell me for my Capricorns financially? What can you tell me for my Capricorns financially? What can we tell them? Oh, and I said hustlers, right? So, Capricorn, I'm getting definitely, you know, another good month for you. And, you know, definitely lots of money coming in for you. Whether if you're a business owner, or if you work for somebody, definitely it's going to be a good month for you. So that's kind of just what I see. So you have nothing to worry about for sure. If you are worrying about something, it's going to be a good month for you, Capricorn. Aquarius, what can you tell me for Aquarius? My serious Aquariuses. Aquariuses, financially, what can we tell Aquariuses? Financially, what can we tell the Aquariuses? I see definitely maybe like some sort of dispute. You could be gaining or winning. If you're in maybe like, I don't know, like a court, or like somewheres where you're fighting, or like having like a dispute, you're gonna win in this case. So whatever it is that, you know, I'm referring to, it could be literally anything. But if you find yourself in a position where you're having to fight for something, you're gonna come out winning. So that's good. Good. Pisces. Pisces, what can you tell me for the Pisces financially? What can we tell the Pisces financially? What should they be looking out for this month financially for the Pisces? Okay, Pisces, this is not good. We get one more card for Pisces financially. What should they be looking out for? So Pisces, I definitely see you going through a lot this month. I definitely see I see a lot going on with you this month. You know, it's definitely going to be a tough month for you. And but you know, at the end of it all, you will find some stability and some fulfillment and peace in the end of all of this. So maybe you had to go through this milestone so that you could get to this peace and harmony that you will receive. Let's see when you'll be able to receive this. Yeah, I definitely see a lot of financial heartbreak this month. You know, could be towards family, excess spending, and you know, just a lot of stuff that's, you know, just it's not going to be your best month this month. So let's see, when can we see this positive change? When can we see this positive change for Pisces? Yeah, I'd give it till like the middle of next month. The middle of next month, it will definitely be a better time for you. You know, this too shall pass. So, the middle of next month, I definitely see you being in this peaceful state of mind. And like I said, you might have to have gone through this to be able to get to this. If you resonated with this video, please leave a like, a comment, and let me know what you thought. If you have any ideas for me that you would like for me to share on my videos, just comment down below. I will see you next time. Bye.